Hey, everybody, and welcome. I'm so glad that you are here with me on a Tuesday. For those of you that are new, my name is Patricia Tate. I'm a traditional Western and evolutionary astrologer. I'm super excited that you are here with me, and my goal is to help you connect more deeply with your soul's path. I am grateful for all of you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and now as we are learning to hype each video, your support means everything. I cannot tell you how excited I am because currently we are at 62,000, and that is all because of you. Your support allows me to do the work that I love to do. So I'm really excited about tonight's live session. It's a joy to gather with everybody in this sacred space, and I am ready to share with you about what we're going to be going through this week. And if you would like to get into the queue for the live, I need your exact date, time, and location, and you can use the PayPal link down below. We are truly stepping into a very transformative time period that we have not seen in decades. 2026 is the year of turning points. It's the year of awakenings. We are having Saturn conjunct Saturn conjunct Neptune in the sign of Aries. And with that, this will be activated by the eclipses. This is going to start in February. And then with that, we have all the other outer planets also shifting into this mini grand trine. And hold on, I'm sorry, I need to check my volume. Is this better? How is this? Okay, I'm hoping that the volume is now corrected. So I have created 2026 year ahead astrology forecast guides. These are basically giving you a roadmap of everything that you should expect into the year ahead and the dates to work with in order to follow along with the key dates of eclipses, major shifts, so you know what's coming and you're able to work with it. These are not just about predictions. This is about being prepared, being aware, working on your own personal growth and flowing with it, meeting change with courage instead of fear, and using the universal cosmic cycles to know what is coming next and how to flow with it. So it's not just about predictions. This is literally about you being in more of an alignment. So if you've ever wished that you could plan for your year ahead, this is the universe's timing. So there will be a link for those down below. And if you would like to join a community, I have a Patreon group. We do 2 lives once a month, and I put out often daily things that are going to be happening in the sky. So let's dive in, and I want to bring up the first chart of what is going on right now. There we go. And I want to talk about today. This right here is the big story. And so we have the sun, which represents us, our body, our soul's purpose, what we are here to accomplish and do. And we have Venus, the goddess of love and beauty and harmony, working with the sun in a conjunction with the sun, merging her energy. And then we have Mars. Mars is what fires us up. It's our passion, our aggression, or our energy to move forward. These 3 planets are going to be moving over the next several days until we reach the 10th in flow with each other to merge and bring awareness to what needs to be started for your next new moon intention. Now, Venus is here also in the sign of Capricorn. Remember that Capricorn is like the mountain. It is making those short, middle, and long-term goals that are attainable. I love this because last year we had planets in retrograde, especially Mercury. So we knew that whatever was started in January, it was not a good time to plant the seeds for anything. It was a time to go back and revise these things. So January is truly going to be this pivotal month of setting your intentions out there. Now, this week, using all of this energy, is looking at the planets. Mercury is far enough away that it is saying, I see what you're doing. I want to communicate this. I want to make this happen. Remember that each one of these planets rules specific houses. The sun is ruled by Leo. Venus rules over Libra and Taurus. And so we have Mars with Aries. And then Mercury here, Mercury rules over Gemini and Virgo. So literally it's our whole chart being lit up saying, let the focus be here on the Capricorn area of your chart. Things that we start this week, there's going to be like these epiphanies that come to us, and then we're going to have this opposition to Jupiter here that's going to say, this is what we have to overcome in order to make this happen. There's also going to be a square to Chiron, which squares push us to change. They make us uncomfortable. So we are pushed outside of our comfort zone in order to grow, evolve, and change. And so this week is literally leading us up to the seeds that you will plant for your new moon intentions. I'm hoping all of this is making sense. And I want to start with the people that I have in the queue. And I would love to know where you are. Currently, I am in Arizona. We are passing through. And so, no, I'm not in Arizona. I'm in New Mexico. Sorry. I was in Texas yesterday, but I'm in New Mexico today. And so I will be in Arizona tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be my final destination for a couple of weeks. And so loving the area. Would love to know where you are and if you know your sun, moon, and rising. And then I'll check out the queue and see what's going on there. Let me pull this over. There we go. Oh, let me see who is here in the chat. Hey, Sally Stanford. Oh, you're a Capricorn sun. Oh, and rising. That's so this new moon is like your, this new moon will be your personal new moon to set your intentions for your year, like all about you. I absolutely love this. Hey, Claudia. So glad you are here. I am so happy that everybody is here. All right. Where is... Oh my goodness! Bright Light Becca Boo is in the house! How are you? It's always... it warms my heart to see... I recognize some names over and over and over, and I appreciate... Like, I cannot tell you guys how much I appreciate your love and your support, because truly, I could do this all day, every day, and yeah. I am good. Let's see. Forgot YouTube. Mine is on the 26th birthday with the career question. Yes, you are second in the queue. So okay, so let me jump on that. Let me jump on the charts and get started with that. So my very first person who is going to be up is Grant. Grant, I appreciate you reaching out and getting in the queue tonight. So let's talk. All right, Grant. You were talking about what is going on right now, and this is absolutely perfect for... Okay, as a Gemini rising, you are ruled by the planet of Mercury. Mercury rules not only who you are, but Mercury also rules over your home. Now, your chart ruler is watching these other planets merge their energy together. The sun represents you. I, Grant, want to create. The 8th house is about investments and shared resources, alimony, child support, debt. It's where you invest into the long term. It's also where you combine your resources with marital partners or business partners, and it's where we get money back from our investments, or it's also people, places, and things that we invest into. So you are looking strongly at, where do I put my resources, my time, my effort, my money, and where can I get the biggest bang for my buck? Thinking forward for, I would say you're looking at long term. Where do you make these investments? Venus brings in the themes of 12th house. I'm working through these fears, and it's also 5th house of things that I want to create. This could have to do with projects, but it could also be future children. Mars is here. Mars rules your 11th house of your hopes, your wishes, your dreams, your goals. So I look at this as an opportunity where you are saying, this is what I want to grow for the future. I need short, middle, and long-term goals. And so you are looking at your investments of where you're putting your money, your resources, and saying, where am I going to get the biggest bang for my buck? This is also the house of and all of this is smack dab in the middle of your Jupiter and Neptune. Neptune dissolves. Remember, Neptune, like it could slip through our fingers, but Neptune in its highest form is our hopes, our wishes, our dreams, our beliefs. It's our spirituality, and having those dreams that are grounded because it's in the sign of Capricorn. Jupiter likes to expand everything it touches, so this is you making those wise decisions, looking over everything with a fine-tooth comb. I do want to give you a heads up that later on the week, so there's going to be this opposition to actually I'm going to swap out the chart so you can see the opposition, because I think it'll make better sense to you. Let me do another bi-wheel with you. So you are going to have, here we go, the new moon. Here we go. So at the new moon, this is what makes it so pivotal. You're going to have the new moon. It's going to be sitting on top of your Neptune. At this time, you're also going to have your chart ruler in a conjunction, meaning it's merging its energy with the planet of Mars. I, Grant, have to initiate. I have to go after. I have to make this plan. I have to sign these papers, these documents. The 8th house is the house of trust and fear and control and those dynamics. And it's overcoming those hurdles in order to manifest for your best and highest good. I love this for you, for planting the seeds of what you want to grow, knowing that, I'm going to circle a few more things here, that you have your south node and your north node in your 4th and 10th house. So we've talked about your move. I know that you have recently moved, and this is the north node focusing on the top of your chart with your career, and this is not only your job and your career, but it's also looking for more. An advancement in your career. Now, what may happen because of this, the eclipses are going to be happening in February. So the things that we are starting in January lead us up to the first eclipse, which will be February 17th. Know that the energy, it happens in the 4 to 6 weeks ahead of time. It's never exact on that day. Like if we were to look in the sky, we would be able to see it. But the theme of the events, you will feel them in the weeks that come up to it. You are going to be shifting, where the nodes are going to be shifting into your 9th and your 3rd house. When the nodes, and this will be with the eclipse that's going to be on February 17th. This will be a solar eclipse in the sign of Aquarius. I love this for opportunities to travel and opportunities to take a class or a workshop or to dive into something that has to do with religion, beliefs, or philosophy. This is going to begin a new chapter of 18 months for you. So you can either take a class or a workshop in order to benefit your job or your career, or if you are looking at this and like, let's continue down the work path. If you're looking at this for work, this could be, I'm training for something for my job. If you are content with your job, then this could be focus on traveling more or connecting more. This is the house of publishing, and it's where we connect with foreign people, places, and things. This eclipse will set us up for, by then, Saturn and Neptune will be here, and Uranus will be focused on this, and then we're going to have Pluto here. This is setting up for this mini grand trine, which I absolutely love for you, because when Uranus moves into your 1st house, this is going to be an all new you. So we know that you are going through some type of major shift of evolutionary growth, that it'll be pushing you out of an area that you have been stagnant. and moving you towards, these are my dreams, my hopes, my wishes, my goals, and this is what I have to do to attain them. That will be the spark that will be the February eclipse. I'm hoping all of this makes sense. I know you said you might not be able to be here early, so you might be able to catch this later. So I'm going to check in the queue, see if you're here, and see what everybody else is doing. All right. Sally, you get in the queue. There's a PayPal link down below. I need your exact date, time, and location of your birth. And then if you give me free reign, I just go around your chart and tell you everything that I see. Hey, Christine. Oh, Aquarius, sun and moon. Oh, I love that Aquarius energy. That's my daughter. Sun, moon, Mercury, like that whole let your freak out. And then your Leo rising. Rawr, I love it. I love it. Alrighty. Hey there, Pisces 2222. Alrighty. All right, let me see. I had my next person in the queue is Claudia. All right, Claudia, I know you asked me some questions, but I would like to just take a quick look at your chart and share a couple things that I see. I'm assuming, okay, I shouldn't assume that how much you know about astrology. You are a Taurus rising, and so as a Taurus rising, you are ruled by the planet of Venus. That being said, Venus doesn't retrograde very often, about every 18 months to 2 years. So she will be retrograding this coming fall, in 2026, in the fall. Know that the seeds that you are planting in January, because remember, Venus is part of that stellium. We have the sun, your chart ruler Venus, and Mars all collectively saying, let's do this. Now you're going to start some things, but know that this fall you're going to revamp them. Not a bad thing. I'm just giving you the heads up that as being a ruler by Venus, it's following the rhythm of that ruler throughout your chart. I love that you have this huge stellium in the sign of Scorpio. I totally embrace Scorpio energy. Like my south node is there, your north node is there. We have some opposites here, which I absolutely love. Your Venus is there, your Jupiter, your Pluto, and Jupiter and Pluto are conjunct together. Like the more the merrier with partners, but wanting loyalty and connection with others and transformation. This is a tough combination, but with this Scorpio energy, this is where you are headed, and I absolutely love this. All right, so this being said, let me look at where we are right now. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to start off first with today's energy, Claudia. And by the way, I appreciate you being here. I thank you for trusting me with your birth information and to tell the story about what's going on with you. I know that you asked me about career, so that's not just one simple story. So I'm gonna try and break it down into chunks by really what is happening. So this is the stellium that we were talking about, and then this is Mercury, knowing that Venus is your chart ruler. Venus is right here. So starting today and until the 10th. So what are we talking? 9th, 10th to this Saturday. You are going through all kinds of thoughts. The sun represents you, your location of things that you want to do. It's your soul. It's your plan, your destiny. Venus is the goddess of love and beauty who wants to bring people, places, and things together. She likes quality. She wants to, like, let's make money at it also. And Mars is the planet that has the action to make things happen. This is happening in your 9th house. The 9th house for you represents foreign people, places, and things, cross-cultural experiences, publishing. It represents education. It represents travel. So this, and I'm going to circle this also because this is part of the story. Uranus is unique. It's the maverick. It's go outside of your comfort zone and get things done. Neptune likes to dissolve boundaries, and so this is like being very open-minded. Your MC, so I'm gonna delete this. Your MC is What do I need in order to succeed for my career, my 10th house? Your MC is at 16. This is this huge pull that you could be feeling right now that says, I have to have a direction. I have to have something. I feel something going on. What is my direction? What is my purpose? When do I jump? Well, part of this jump is starting now. It's making the plans to either go back to school, get more training, teach something, travel more. It's expanding your connections with short, middle, and long-term goals. You're going to have this new moon. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of this chart, and I'm going to bring up the next. And hopefully I'm not going too fast that it confuses you. With the next chart, I'm moving the dates forward to the new moon. Now the new moon is going to happen on the 18th. So, oh, you can't see it yet, sorry. Okay, so here, now a new moon, basically a new moon is when the sun and the moon come together, and it forms this conjunction that says plant seeds, create something new, let's get started. This is going to be your last opportunity to do it, because the next one, that's the kicker of all this. The next one is going to be the eclipse, which is, it's next, I want you to write down February 17th on your calendar. And I would like for you, if you're open to it, to plant the seeds for this new moon for the 18th. The intentions that I would put out there are, what do I want to create? Do I want to take a class? Do I want to take a workshop? Do I want to teach something? What do I need in order to succeed for my career? Do I want to shift? Do I want to pivot? The reason I say shift and pivot in careers, I'm going to add to this. Mercury is the blue guy, or the purpley guy, and Mars are going to be in a conjunction together at 26 degrees. That Mercury is our thoughts, ideas, it's writing, it's email, phone, text, it's all forms of communication. Mars is what we initiate. They are merging together that say, this is it, signing up for it, going to do it, going to make this happen. I have to have this happen. Short, middle, long-term goals for your personal future. Now what's going to happen next is these eclipses, so the north and the south node, they're activated by the eclipses. They have been focused on your 5th and your 11th house for the last year. They're almost done. The planets rotate one way, the nodes rotate the other way, and they just don't stay in a house for 18 months and then shift. There's this 6-month blend period. So we're in the middle, or almost to the end of Virgo and Pisces. Virgo is things that I want to create, things that I want to do, lovers, children, fun, joy, pleasure. And your 11th house is your hopes, your wishes, your dreams, your goals. They are going to be shifting into the sign of Leo and the sign of Aquarius for the next 18 months, and it will start on February 17th. Often this means a huge shift within your job and within your home. This could mean south node move, somebody moving out of your home, leaving, something that has to do within your home, or maybe not working from home. And remember, this is an 18-month period, so it's not exactly going to happen on the 17th. You'll feel the energy shifting beforehand. The north node shifting into your 10th house brings new opportunities. It usually means leaving this job, going on to another. It could mean an advancement. It could mean literally, it could mean retiring from this and moving on to something else. I am noticing that you are having finishing up your your first Saturn return. Hallelujah to that, because Saturn comes when we're like that 28, 29, 30, and now we're at this second phase of our life where we are considered to be a grown-up, and we're now ready to make these big adult decisions that are lifelong, that will take us into the next chapter. Know that with the eclipse that will be activated in February, so it's a 2. It'll be February 17th and it'll be March 3rd. This will literally light up your whole chart, and you will then be able to plan afterwards. The things that you're doing now, I would put out there, this is what I want. And then I always end it with, for my best and highest good, or something better, because these nodes are going to be shifting into Aquarius, and that'll literally like rock your world with new transformation, things that you didn't even think about. And then in the summer, Jupiter's going to be moving into your 4th house, which can expand your home life over the next year. So I'm hoping all of this makes sense. I'm going to look in the queue to see how you're sitting with all of that. Let's see. I don't. Okay, so you hear it and you're good with it. Okay. I am so glad that you picked it up. You are headed into this next year where literally home is going to expand. There's going to be shifts and changes. I'm super excited for you, and I hope you stay in touch with me and keep me up to date on this path. And like keep those dates. Keep. I would put out my new moon intentions. I truly would, and then I would embrace all the changes that are going to be coming your way. All right, you are very welcome. All right, let me see who is next in the queue. Okay, Kamalu, thank you for being here. I hope that I am pronouncing that correct. Let's see. I need to double check, triple check to make sure all of my dates. Sorry, I can be a little slower at this. All right, question. Hoping to move forward, start building your digital portfolio, pivot from that to creative. I absolutely love that for you. Okay, so let's take a look and let me tell you what I see, Kamalu. And I hope I am saying the name correct. All right. I'm not sure how much astrology you understand or know about, so I'm just going to tell you first what I see in your chart. You are a Gemini rising, which means that you are ruled by the planet of Mercury. Mercury retrogrades about 3 times a year. During those 3 times of 2026, it will be all in water signs. And so knowing that, you will be revamping things that have to do with your career. You will be revamping topics that have to do with your money and things that have to do with your health and your daily habits. When I look at your chart, hold on. Oh, your sun is conjunct Saturn. Oh, my friend, like this is this makes you really have to work for things. Like Saturn restricts actually, and the sun is you. Pisces wants to dream and feel and connect to everybody and everything, and Saturn says, let's put it in a container. We can't have that unless it fills a container. So it's having to work really hard in order to get what you want, and having to learn patience over that. All right, North and South node in Taurus and Scorpio, and let's see. All right, and your chart ruler, where is it? Oh, Mercury in Aquarius. I love Mercury in Aquarius. Aquarius is ruled by air, and it's in your 9th house, meaning you are really good at connecting with all types of people. And the 9th house is cross-cultural experiences. It's airwaves to connect to people, and I can do it in my own home, or I can actually go there. It means email, phone, text, Zoom, Reddit, anything that's digital. So I absolutely love this for you. All right, so let me get back to your question, because like we could talk about you and your chart forever.
And it's
Kim Olu, and I will say that correct, Kim Olu. And it is a big deal. It is, yeah, Kim Olu. Yeah. I mean, that's the name that you were given, and I'm a big one on that. Okay, Kim Olu, let's talk about where we are right now. Make sure I have it right. All right. All right. So, as a Gemini rising, you are also having this. Oh, you're having your exact. Okay. First things first that I see. Second Saturn return happening right now, and this will be ending this February. This will be a relief from the last 3 years. Saturn at the top of your chart in your career sector has really said, I have to work really hard in order to get anything that I want. We always look to the highest point or the highest planet in somebody's chart, and you have the sun and Saturn. The sun is going to be stronger than Saturn, but Saturn is right there also, meaning that you could be a powerhouse at being an authority figure, like a boss, or somebody who gives the directions, somebody who like it's the boss, yeah, like an authority figure. All right, let me see. Second Saturn return going to be ending. Hallelujah for that. Let me go back with this. All of this energy here, it's at that 16th, 17 degrees, knowing that it's in a sextile. We call, when it's 2 signs over, it's a sextile, which means it's a harmonious aspect that says, I just have to work a little bit harder at it in order to manifest it and make it happen. The 8th house is, who do I invest in? People, places, and things. Where are you putting your time, your effort, your energy? The 8th house is also the house of birth and death, as in transformation and healing from. So this could mean looking at the past of people, places, and things that you've trusted into, and how do I transform and heal from those things? It's who do I and what do I invest in? This could be like contracts with a business partner, or this could be a significant other. Literally, the 8th house brings in all themes of healing and transformation and power and control. Who has it? And where do I fit in the grand scheme of things? Am I comfortable with what is with where I've been and with where I'm going? Knowing that your chart ruler is witnessing this, and your chart ruler is going to be part of the story at the new moon. So you're looking at this and saying, all right, I have been through all of these things in my life. I don't know what your life story is, but your life story is part of the healing. So the 8th house, it represents our family with when we were younger and we had no control over things. Business partners or life partners where we have been with them, and was it a good experience or a learning experience? And this is you saying, I am now going to be making these wise choices. Where do I invest my money? Where do I put it into? This could also mean that money comes to you from your investments. Okay. I did work hard for a long time, but now everything just kind of comes to me. If you put in the work, Saturn gives you the reward. And so I wouldn't say that everything comes to you. You earned it. The career, the pivot, it's going to be hard. Absolutely. And you are being way too kind to yourself, because having Saturn conjunct the sun, you have to work really, really hard. And when it's like you said, I want to put the bar here, and you kept your head down, and when you see it and then you get it, then Saturn says, congratulations, there's the reward. Now let's keep going, instead of doing the woe is me. So I am so excited for you, and that it creates a good work ethic. That's the end all be all. Becca Boo, you're always giving out love to everybody. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, because they need it. Everybody needs it. Like, I love that everybody on here supports everybody else and everything that they're going through. So thank you for that. Okay, I want to talk a little bit more about what is going to be shifting and changing with you. You have also This is Pluto. Pluto is going to be in your ninth house of the house of travel and publishing and classes and workshops, and it's expanding your mind. You have Venus here. Venus likes unique, exotic, different, having an open mind. Pluto, every single planet, as it leaves Capricorn, the next 2 weeks, has to cross and pass through Pluto. And Pluto is like the one at the gate and says, yeah, not getting through unless you transform that. Pluto is death and transformation in order to have a rebirth. So you're going to have these new ideas come to you about things that you want to start. And then as they cross through Pluto into Aquarius, remember that's air. That means all forms of technology. It means all forms of connecting with people, places, and things that are all foreign and far away, in order to teach or to learn or to share. And Venus is, how do I make it beautiful? How can I make it profitable? So now let me back it on up and talk about or show you what it looks like for the new moon. So, oh fudge, hold on. There we go. So at the new moon, this will be at 28 degrees. It will be sitting on top of your Uranus. You're going to have these ideas that are going to be coming up from now until the 18th. The closer you get to the 18th, Uranus comes up with these great, think of it as like a lightning. I have this great idea. I talked to this person. They said to try this, or you made me think about this. Uranus is the maverick. It's shock and surprise, and it's these ideas of thinking outside the box, not doing things in a traditional manner. This is your ideas of what you want to start and do, creating a pattern or a goal in order to make it happen. Having Mars and Mercury, your chart ruler, is I need some contracts, I need to write some things out, I need to have it written in a plan, and I have to be the one to initiate it. Mars rules over your 11th house of your hopes, your wishes, your dreams, your goals, and the people that you will collaborate in order to make this happen. You are literally setting up what will be eclipsed during that February 17th eclipse. No, you will feel it before it happens. It will say, you had this idea, and then next month, we don't put our moon intentions out during eclipse season. We actually look at it as a time of pause. I always think of it as I'm in a boat and I'm allowing the tide to take me to where I'm supposed to be. And I put out there what I want. And then I allow the universe to shift it and send me down the right path of where I'm supposed to be going. And then at the end of the eclipses, then I say, all right, this is what I asked for, this is what I got, and this is what the universe is saying that I should be creating and moving forward with. And so I'm hoping all of this is making sense. Right after this happens, it will go into your 9th house. This is when the idea comes to you. This is like, I have it, and Pluto says, this is what I have to transform. This is what I have to change. This is what I have to alter. I look at my intentions when I put them out there, that this is what I would like. And then when it comes into a conjunction with another planet, the planet says, have you thought about this? Well, what about this? How about alter this? How about change this? Let's make it better. And then in the end, I've come up with something that is far better than what I ever thought or expected could happen. This is actually going to be setting you up for at the February 17th. We're going to have this mini grant that will be connecting you to these dreams, these goals, and connected to people who can help support you and push you into the right direction. The eclipses are also going to be shifting into, hold on, I'm going to circle some more things and hopefully it's not too much. The sign of Aquarius and Leo. So for the next 18 months, do I travel more? How am I connecting with these people? having the eclipses shift into the sign of Aquarius will bring you into contact with cultures, different religions, different philosophies, different beliefs, different unique people, different opportunities. So I'm not sure exactly what you're going to be doing. I just know that it's beyond my scope of explaining to you that it will not be traditional, and it will be out there. It will be something that has not been done yet, and it will be expanded upon. And there will be this 18-month period of things that are done closer to home, and the North Node moving into Aquarius. So I look at Aquarius as the hive mind. That, think of it as there's this beehive and you're a bee, and this is what I want to do for the community, but I'm the bee, and I want to help this, but I also want to be unique and different. And this is how I'm going to contribute, but I also am going to be doing this. And it's absolutely possible because Aquarius is community driven. And so this is supporting the community, but also being uniquely different yourself and tapping into, it's like having your finger on the pulse of society. So I'm going to check the chat to see if all of this is like making sense to you. Let me see here. Let's see. Oh, good. Okay, so this is definitely making sense for you. Absolutely love that. Oh, hey, Bright Light Beckaboo. Yeah, 50 on 220. That is right after the eclipse. You know, an eclipse birthday eclipses your whole year ahead. I love that for you. Hey, Pisces. Happy birthday. It is going to be a good one. All right. All right. Let me see who is next in the queue. Let's see here. Oh, good Lord. Okay. All right, PJ, thank you for being here. Let's see, make sure I have all this right. All right. All right, I'm so glad that makes sense to you. Okay, so PJ, you are a Virgo rising, which makes Mercury your chart ruler. And so this beautiful stellium that is happening right now, your chart ruler, oh fudge, you can't even see it. Hold on, let me move this over. So sorry. Good thing I looked. So your chart ruler, Mercury, is looking at what is happening. This is in your 5th house of children, or the house of what do I want to create? What am I willing to take a risk on? What do I want to birth? What do I want to manifest, grow, and plant the seeds of? So Capricorn is the mountain. The ruler of it is the sea goat. Half of a fish, half of a goat, which means go to the deepest of the waters and go to the highest of the mountain. And so it's planting those seeds of short, middle, and long-term goals of what really do you want to create. The 5th house is fun and joy and pleasure and all types of creativity. So the sun rules over your 12th house. Let me show you how it's going to light up your chart. The sun rules over your 12th house of hidden fears and your voice and coming from the dark and into the light. Venus rules over your 9th house of travel, and Venus rules over your 2nd house of money, finances, resources, cash, property, talents. Mars rules over your 8th house of shared resources. So there might be somebody else that you're either going to be investing into, or somebody that, like the 5th house is also the house of lovers. So this could be you and a partner teaming up to work on something. Your chart ruler not only rules over who you are, but also your career, your job. So all of these are lighting up the top half of your chart of what do I want to create and make it public? What do I want to create, give birth to? When I look at this, I say, all right, you're on your 2nd Saturn return. So this is the last third. So Saturn is represented into three chapters. The first is when we're a child and we're growing up and we're just getting those first lessons until we're about 30. And then the second chapter is that 57, 58, 59, and we are following our path with either a career, a job, a partner, travel, whatever we want to do. The last third is how do we give back? So, what are you creating that you want to give back to? Now, you are also having your Jupiter return. I absolutely love this. Jupiter return happens once every 12 years. And so we know that you are starting something. Now, this is Jupiter retrograde. So let me explain how it works. When a planet is going direct, and we have our, like the Jupiter return, it was going direct, and you started a brand new 12-year cycle. And then it went retrograde. And then it said, we need to rethink this. And then it's going to go direct again. So when it goes retrograde, it gives us a chance to pause, go inward, and readjust those plans so that when it's direct, we can say, and now I have a better idea. I now have a better focus. Jupiter is the planet of abundance. And so your 11th house is your hopes, your wishes, your dreams, your goals, your connections, your collaborations. I love that your Jupiter is in a conjunction with Mars. You saying, I have these people or these connections, or I can make these connections by the groups or the networks that I am part of, clubs, organizations. These can be like digital, like online groups, or they can be in-person groups or organizations. Jupiter is only 2 degrees, Venus is only 2 degrees away. Venus is the goddess of love and beauty and liking to bring people, places, and things together. In the sign of Cancer means that the things that you want to create are very, you want them to be secure and safe and felt in a way that feels like home and secure. Because you have a grand trine, you have a grand water trine here. This, I'm going to circle a couple more. All of this is in opposition to this. How do I expand? What does this expansion mean? Is it the time? And the second Saturn return is saying, and how am I going to give back? It's all in water. Water has to be felt. It's not working from a space that's in our head. It's working from a heart space. And so it's letting go of fears. It is embracing the connections and the groups and the networks that you are either building or that you are part of, and partnership, that you will be either taking partners with you or creating new partners as you move forward with this. I absolutely love this. If I add one more, I do want to add one more thing in. I want to talk about the new moon and how that sits. And so you will also be experiencing this new moon. Hold on here. Here we go. So at the new moon, these will be at 27, actually they'll both be at 28, and then these will be at 26. And so this is in a sextile to your Chiron wound, and it's also in a sextile to your Saturn. Neptune is sitting on top of it, letting you dissolve some of the connections that you've been carrying with you. It's okay. People are in our life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. If this has to do with clients, and maybe they no longer need your service, or maybe somebody has moved on, or maybe you are no longer going to be offering that. If this is best friends or significant others, this could be taking things to a new level. Hey, we're really good friends. Let's create business partners out of this. This is an opportunity for you to truly manifest, plant the seeds of what you want to grow in the next chapter of your life. Because as the eclipses happen, you're going to have Uranus here, you're going to have Neptune and Saturn here, and we have Pluto here. And so with this, the mini grand trine focuses on your connections with other people, your investments into people, places, and things. And I'm loving this. I love this because this is saying this is what I want to create and do, but you can't plan past that February, March. You really have to wait until you see what comes of this. This could be money that comes to you through an investment, or a debt that's been paid off, or a will or an estate. It usually brings like this. It'll bring Saturn wants to build something that's sustainable, and Neptune is what am I dreaming of? So I'm hoping all of this makes sense. I'm going to check and see what is going on in the queue. Oh, hey Pisces, turning 44 on 3/12. Oh, I love that. March 12th. Is your birthday? No, near the eclipse. Okay. I do like the angel numbers. All right. So I do not have anybody else in the queue. So I am going to start to end this here. I want to remind everybody that my January forecast is out. If you're interested in the 2026, they are definitely available. I would love to see you over on my Patreon. I thank everybody for the likes, the shares, the hypes. I just learned how to do the hypes myself. You would think that I would be on top of this, but luckily I have people who help and support me at this. And so, yeah, put out your new moon intentions because we have a lot of big things happening. The next live will actually be right after the new moon, and we'll be focused on the next things that are going to be the eclipses that are going to be shaping us. So I appreciate all of you being here, and thanks. Bye. Bye, bright light Beckaboo.